American Airlines is betting $1 billion on the Miami International Airport. They will lose. Let me tell you why.
Airports aren't just places I pass through, they've become my classroom. In their endless corridors, I've learned patience. On their cold floors, I've learned resilience. And in their chaos, I've learned perspective. Miami International Airport is no different. It's where billion-dollar bets collide with everyday passenger realities. American Airlines is pouring $1 billion into this hub. Concourse D gleams, Admirals Clubs impress, flagship check-in feels exclusive. But step away from the polished spaces, and the cracks show: cluttered terminals, long walks to clear lanes, and poor connectivity that frustrates passengers every day. I've seen memorial flags for 9/11, art galleries, and Cuban boutiques that add culture, and competitors like Delta and Virgin Atlantic expanding fast. Miami works as a gateway to Latin America, but as a global connector, its value is far less convincing. So, walk with me through lounges and terminals, through chaos and calm, as we ask, is this billion-dollar bet smart strategy or a gamble destined to fail? Walking into Miami International Airport, you feel the scale immediately. Terminals stretch endlessly, passengers rush past, and the hum of travel fills the air. But this isn't just another airport, it's the centerpiece of American Airlines' billion-dollar bet. Concourse D was built for American. It's undeniably impressive, polished, modern, and high-end.
So I have a choice of two clubs, Centurion Club right behind me and the Admirals Club right down the street, a few gates from here. I'm going to choose the Admirals Club. You know why? Because somehow I just feel more welcome over there. And also, it's cheese eating day today. What's that? I'll explain one of these days. It's a long story.
Admirals Clubs sit near gate D13 and D15, offering comfort and exclusivity. My own flight departs from gate D8, so I'll head into the lounge closest to me. Yet even here, the cracks begin to show. As we move deeper into Terminal D, American shares space with Oneworld partners. The polished look fades, clutter creeps in, and the illusion of perfection starts to break. American Airlines wants to impress. Concourse D was designed for them sleek, modern, and undeniably premium. It's the jewel of their billion-dollar gamble. Tucked inside Concourse D are two Admirals Clubs, near gate D13 and D15.
Another good thing American Airlines has going for them is that they have two Admirals Clubs here. One in, I think, D13, the one in D15. My flight leaves from D8, so I'm going to go to this one.
They're Americans' promise of calm leather chairs, quiet corners, and a sense of exclusivity that contrasts sharply with the chaos outside. For elite travelers, there's flagship check-in, a private, exclusive space that signals prestige. It's Americans' way of showing they can compete at the luxury level, and to highlight efficiency, they've rolled out automated bag drop kiosk. The idea is simple: less waiting, less staff, more speed. On the surface, it looks like progress. Step away from the polished spaces, and the cracks begin to show. Terminals clutter quickly, lines stretch endlessly, and the walk to clear lanes feels more like a marathon than a convenience.
As we get deeper and deeper in Terminal D, you'll see that American Airlines has given its counter space to other airlines. These are mostly Oneworld airlines. It's interesting to see when you first enter, it's all American, all polished, and as you go closer to other terminals, it gets a little bit more cluttery. And I'm going to continue on to see how much more clutter or if it gets better or not.
Connectivity is another pain point. Wi-Fi drops, cell service struggles, and passengers are left frustrated
Because we've been walking for a while, we just crossed Terminal D into Terminal E at the Miami International Airport. I want to highlight again that American Airlines, yes, making a good investment, but they want to make the airline look good. Think about the customer more, because look, I have Clear membership, but if I want to take Clear lane, I have to walk all the way from Terminal D, where I'm flying from, to Terminal E. And right behind me. We've been walking for a while. There's a lot more walking to do. Let's go check it out.
This is where the billion-dollar bet feels less convincing, because no matter how premium the lounges look, the everyday traveler still faces chaos. Miami International isn't just about flights. It's layered with culture, history, and competition that shape the passenger experience. Walking through, I see memorial flags for 9/11 reminders that airports carry stories bigger than travel.
Wow, this is a classy touch by Miami International Airport. The flag behind me is in the honor of everyone killed in 9/11 attacks in 2001. Actually has everyone's names on it.
Art galleries line the concourse, Cuban boutiques bring local flavor, and the airport feels like a cultural crossroads. But while American invests heavily here, competitors aren't standing still. Delta is pushing hard, Virgin Atlantic expands, and international carriers like Avianca and Turkish are carving out their space. Miami is a battleground.
By the way, something else that has changed that I just noticed is that Delta Airlines was flying mostly out of Fort Lauderdale Airport, but they are making a big play for the Miami International Airport. I've never seen such a huge presence for Delta Airlines here, so watch out, American. Behind me, beyond these gates, is the international arrivals, where people come to America to seek their fortunes and dreams.
Miami works well as a gateway to Latin America flights, connects seamlessly to Bogota, Sao Paulo, and beyond. For American Airlines, that's a powerful advantage. But when it comes to being a global connector, the story is less convincing. So the question becomes, is Miami truly the hub American wants it to be? Or is this billion-dollar bet more Mirage than masterpiece?
Because now I'm at the lounge relaxing, so I'm going to tell you the most important thing, what I think I worry about American Airlines' billion-dollar bet on Miami International Airport. And here it is. They're thinking of this as a flagship connecting point, right? Their hub, their main hub. They built a beautiful terminal with the help of Miami. They have two really great lounges. Everything feels high-end, everything feels good. But you know, Miami as a hub just doesn't make sense. I'll tell you why. When I'm flying to Europe, why would I want to come all the way down south to Miami? Why don't I just go to one of the northeast cities? Like New York has many flights and cheaper to connect and getting to Europe. Or even Atlanta, even Denver or Houston. Why Miami all the way? Now, the only time it makes sense is for South and Central America. Yeah, that's the only hub I can think of. So that's one thing that does worry me. How would that work?
I've walked through the lounges, the terminals, the memorials, and the competition. American Airlines has poured $1 billion into Miami International Airport, and the results are undeniable: polished spaces, premium services, and bold ambition. But cracks remain. Clutter, long walks, fragmented connections, and rivals pushing hard. The gamble is clear. American wants Miami to be more than a gateway to Latin America. They want it to be a global hub. The question is whether this investment truly transforms the passenger experience, or if it's just brand image dressed up as progress. For travelers, the verdict will be written not in billion-dollar figures, but in the journeys they take through these halls. And as I leave Miami International, I'm left with this thought: is this gamble a smart strategy or a bet destined to fail?